I love my dad because he keeps me accountable for everything I do.
I love my dad because he's really nice and hardworking and encouraging.
I love my dad because we can tease him and he really doesn't care.
One thing I like about my dad is that he tells me he loves me every night.
I love my dad because he's funny.
I love my dad. I love my dad because I love my dad because he's really honest and he always pushes me to work harder and not be lazy.
I love my dad because he likes to do all the things that I do, and he's really funny, and he loves to play and tickle me a lot.
Something funny about my dad is that whenever I ask like a simple question, he always gives me a life lesson.
I love my dad because he plays with us.
My dad's funny when he burps like a frog.
I love Daddy.
I love my dad because he is funny and caring, and he loves me very much.
I love my dad because he takes really good care of me, except he doesn't know how to comb my hair.
I love my dad because he lets me do whatever sports I want to do.
I love my dad because he's always encouraging me to do my best.
My dad's funny when he tries to tell jokes that aren't funny, and then he gives me weird looks.
I love my dad because he's very funny and he makes me happy all the time. I can't lie on this, I'm sorry. My dad has taught me everything that I need to know in life, and it's probably because of his dad. And I'm very excited that my grandpa taught my dad everything that he knows.
I love my dad because he always knows the right thing to say.
My dad's really funny when he quotes movies and nobody gets it.
I love my dad because he's a really good role model and he's always there for me when I need him.
My dad is funny when he rhymes. For instance, he'll say, "There was a fly on my thigh that I spied with my eye, and now it's gonna die."
I like my dad because he can cook good chicken. I love my dad because he lets me do stuff that my mom usually would not let me do.
I love my dad because he likes to hang out with me. I love my dad because he's funny. I think my dad's really funny when he dances and when he speaks English.
My dad is funny when he tries to coach me when I play lacrosse, even though I know more about it than he does.
I love my dad because he supports me and takes care of me.
I love my dad because he's a pretty good guy.
I love my dad because he's handsome. I love my dad because he takes care of me.
I like my dad because he's funny.
I love my dad because he's always there when I need him and I can talk about anything with him.
I love my dad because he pays for everything.
My dad's funny when he plays Wii with me because he's not very good.
My dad is funny when he recites every single line from Back to the Future in Star Wars.
I love my dad because he's crazy and he tickles us at the dinner table and he lets me steal cereal from his bowl.
I love my dad because he helps me do my homework.
Something funny about my dad is that when we're in the movie theater, he laughs really obnoxious and loud. I love my dad because of the time that we spend together. Like, even when I was a little kid, I can remember, like, he would be out in the garage or something, and I would always be out there, and we go fishing together and stuff like that, and it's just really special.
I love my dad because he's caring and he lets me for who I am.
I love my dad because I like to play with him and he takes me in every night and he usually gets me out breakfast.
My dad is very My dad is funny because he tries to impress me with his dance moves, which don't really work.
My dad is funny because he dresses really crazy, like something out of the 80s, and he thinks it's in style, and he tries to give me fashion advice.
I love my dad because he takes care of me.
I love Daddy.
My dad is funny when he likes to do all the things that I do, and he doesn't do them very well.
I love my dad because we're homies.
I love my dad because he reads me stories.
I love my dad because he does everything for me, and I really appreciate it.
I think my dad's funny when he mocks my mom when she's acting weird.
I love my dad because he can fix anything.
I love my dad because he makes my day fun.
Something funny about my dad is sometimes when I talk to him, he hears a word that makes him think of a song and starts singing it and sometimes dances.
I love my dad because he wrestles with me and plays.
I love my dad because he is very kind.
I love my dad because he teaches me about cars.
My dad's really funny when someone in my family says something and he completely ignores them and then says something completely off topic.
I love my dad for his ab.
I think my dad's funny when he's trying to embarrass me in the car by identifying trees.
My dad's funny when he pretends to be angry, but you know he's not. He's not going to follow through.
I love my dad because I don't know why I love my dad. Sorry.
My dad's funny when he repeats his same joke for the 1200th time.
I love my dad because he got me a car.
I got this. I love my dad because... Sorry, I got nothing. Good.
I love my dad because he's funny. I love my dad because he takes us to McDonald's and he's awesome!
I love my dad because he's brown.
I love my dad because I'm on.
I think my dad is funny when he comes to all my soccer games and thinks he knows more than the coach.
I love my dad because he made this.
It's really embarrassing when my dad dances in front of other people.
I love my dad because he funds all my adventures.
Dad, I don't know why I love you, but I do. Happy Father's Day.